What's up, YouTube? COD4Man221 here, and welcome back to another part of the Franks campaign for Attila Total War. In the last part, we defeated this faction, the Thrugarians, and guess what? We're going to go take over their city. It's part of the province that we need to take over anyway, so that'll be a nice little addition to our province. And then we're now exposed with this faction here. But we're going to want to take over this area next. Someone declared war on me. I think it was Gaul down here, so I got to be a little bit wary of that. But unfortunately, we have destroyed cities here, so I'm basically saving up some money to probably capitalize on that city. But I am going to finish all these upgrades first. I got to put more sanitation throughout this region, and maybe by capturing some more of these cities to the south, we'll be exposed to more Christianity. And what that means is we'll possibly be able to convert, which would be awesome to convert to Christianity. And basically, the areas we're going to be conquering, we're going to be dealing with that anyway. And then we're working more on technology right here. We're going for the lands improvement here. Basically gives us 5% animal wealth, and it allows us to build some more agricultural building. So let's enter at the last part here. So actually we need to assign a skill here. This is my governor. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to go right for judge here. So we're going to get down corruption in this province. There's probably not a whole lot already, but having good governors is quite important. And I like the governor feature. I think it's a really cool thing. But look at those. Look at those geets up there, man. They have a ton of units. It's amazing. Those three full stack armies. I don't even know when it's a good time to attack them because I'm very nervous of these northern neighbors here. I am trading with them though, so we're on a live and let live kind of basis because I'm dealing with conquering a lot of lands. They're just kind of sitting there on their own. Now it's a wealthy area. I mean, that's the capital, of that province here. So it does have a lot of wealth and extra building slots here. I've recruited a lot of Germanic spears here. Probably afraid of a possible attack from Gaul. That's why I was doing that. And look, these guys raised an army. Isn't that cute? Okay, they ran off, so I'm just going to take their settlement here and destroy them as a faction. You don't want to see me fight a garrison force anyway, so... Yep, those guys are done. And we are going to occupy this. I don't want to loot and occupy. That'll anger everybody and create provincial instability. So I'm just going to occupy it. Unfortunately, these guys, however, are probably going to raise a ton of mercenaries. So I'm going to have this army move out and finish this guy off here. You can see he already had some mercenaries with him. Ransom and release. We're just going to kill the captives. Okay, now that those guys are dealt with, I'm going to move this army back. This army can get improved here. So he's actually, would be a great governor. Let's see, any ship stuff. We're probably going to go down to charge bonus for commanded force. Actually, it looks like I can't reach X from there, so I'm going to go here, and then I can unlock the war chief, so that should help. Can I actually... No, I can't refund everything. Okay. So he's barren, unfortunately. And arrogant. But he's 57. He is 50. I mean, he's kind of old, so... For this time period, at least. And my king is just sitting on a boat. No one cares about my king, to be honest. My king's only 33. I need to move him. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. King, you're sitting on a boat somewhere, aren't you? Yeah, you're right back here. Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get replaced, buddy. And I'm gonna put you in with the switch out for the steadfast defender. Okay, King. You're gonna go on to... These are great generals. I don't want them to... This guy's okay. So we're gonna switch our king out. Because our king needs to start winning some battles. He has very low influence, and that's creating low loyalty. Cares returning from duty. Yeah, I mean, who's going to respect this guy if he's weak like that? Certainly not a lot of... Look at all these... See, what do you even do with bastard children in this game? Like, I haven't seen the purpose, you know. I get the lines and stuff about being legit and illegitimate, but what are you supposed to do with those guys? Okay, I need to repair all the buildings here. Whoa, not destroy. Actually, we're destroying that. That's a sacred grove. We do not approve of that building. Okay, we're definitely going to repair that. Going to repair the goat herder and repair this village here. So this army is actually probably going to stay here, and this one's going to move down. This is the army I want to attack this territory right here. So we're ending a turn here. It says the enemy got killed in battle. I mean, obviously we wiped out that faction, which is good. So they're in a little bit of trouble. That faction's not even around anymore, so that border should be secure. I'm going to finish capturing this province, and I'm saving up money right now to go resettle that area with my king. So I hope that my king can probably... probably switch him into one of the other armies that's going to be in combat more, especially around southern Gaul there. And I'm hoping to kind of make some non-aggressive pact with the forces in Britain. Mission failed. Okay. Mission failed. Holy Vision, good omens. 2+ public order. We like that. So yeah, we're converting this over. 4 turns, 1 turn for that for sanitation. This army, believe it or not, does not take any attrition, which is amazing. So you guys are going to hide in here. I'm going to hop in here really quickly during winter. Even though I don't have to, it'll just make it so my army can replenish quite quickly. Okay, and we have their king right here. It might be worth ruining their provisions. So that should hurt them a little bit. This guy can upgrade now. Down to assassination. Just get rid of some enemy characters here. Okay, so that spy poisoned those guys there. I'm still thinking about trying to... This isn't my king. Oh, my king was traveling. That's right. Okay, king, you're going to come into this army now. I'm going to appoint him. 2 minus integrity for the command force because he's unjust. He's harsh. Yep, king, we gotta get you some troops here, and we gotta start I want to push to that gold there, but first we gotta complete this province. Now I don't want to do it in the winter because we're gonna take attrition, but I'm gonna do it in the spring probably. So we'll simply end a turn. I need to get some better infantry. These guys, these axemen are good, but we're coming up against harder and harder units. Probably the best thing for me to do would have the Geats. What? Hold on. They're leaving. They're doing something. It makes me nervous. They're along my coast there. I wonder what they could be up to here. Wait, I'm at war with the Eastern Roman Empire? Since when? I remember being at war with them with the Huns, but I haven't even touched any of their settlements. I guess it's because they're military allies with Rome? That makes sense. That's a great way to get people to like you. Just start attacking the Romans because everyone hates them. Okay, these 2 forces are here. Yeah, these guys are pretty happy. So I'm actually going to move this army into this area right here. And then I'm hoping that I can move these guys out and we should not have an issue. Yeah. So these guys are now suffering. I don't know why they're actually taking attrition. But we might just assassinate their leader here. So now they've lost their leader, and I'm going to attack the city. So this general is going to settle this area. So we're going to colonize. Wow, look at that. 500 soldiers and 13,000. Okay, the lower the cost, so I have less soldiers. That's it. Okay, we have this back, so that's going to... Okay, so I have to build this up. That's a ruined building, so this should increase. I guess the people were unhappy because... Oh, I lost a lot of soldiers doing this. I guess the people were very unhappy because, they had a city that was destroyed. I'm kind of putting them back to work there, so that's good. So this army's going to move on down here. We're going to declare war. I know they have another province in the south, but that's not a big deal. They've lost their leader, so I'm going to build some medium siege towers here. That should take about a couple turns here. And I dare them to engage on the open plains. This is my best army I have right now. Okay, we're also going down here. I want to have something that will replace my... Oh, this would actually replace my my Germanic warband. So I should definitely go for that next, because these are my Germanic warband. So I'll hop on to army drills next, because that's... The recruitment cost isn't really a big deal for me. This is good, extra ammunition. Interesting. Interesting stuff. So I'm going to save up some money now. Let's end another turn. Maybe those guys will hit me with a small army, I don't know. But I've killed their leader, so that's something. And yeah, I have a force that's ready to... These guys are making me very nervous, but honestly, if they leave their homeland and they keep pushing south, I might do a quick strike. I have a force that's heading back to my homelands right now. Those guys might do a quick strike against their capital and force them in a nomadic stance. Just like we do with the Jutes. Well, the Jutes, we thought we killed them, but they had an army, but it's much easier to defend once they kick them out of that settlement. It'll secure the whole north, basically, and I could deal with those armies wherever they end up landing. Just when they're combined like that, I can't do anything. I'd be betraying an ally, though, and that would hurt my relations with other factions. I mean, they're not an ally. I think we have a non-aggression pact or some kind of trade. Okay, this guy's now 6. So you've gone down this side, so we're going to go for the charge bonus for your units here. Now we'll start working our way down this area. So these guys are pretty happy. Nope, there's still forces up here, but not enough to... If I hit these guys, I have to have a knockout blow. Okay, so let's upgrade that. Cool. I'm going to start working down this route right here, so we have the army drills. And these people are actually becoming happier. I guess the immigrants isn't too much of a big deal right here. And it's corruption that's hurting a little bit, but overall, this province is... It's not too bad, but Latin Christianity is on the decline a little bit. But yeah, I need more soldiers, pretty much. So these guys did not do anything. I guess they want me to come out and fight them. They're under siege right now, which is okay. Let's go see. They don't have anything down here at Augusta. Oh, but they have even another city. Oh, these are Almond. Wait a second. Yeah, so these guys have 3 provinces. 3 cities. Yeah, they have 3 cities here. Interesting. So, okay, with the money we have... Wow, look at this. Great Tier 2 infantry. These guys are 300 upkeep compared to 144. Let's grab 2 of those. I'll just ban that unit. And then we have German horse. Let's grab 3 of those, and then this army will head on up to the enemy's territory right there. Okay, looking good, looking good. So let's end another turn. I will get into a fight. I just don't want to assault those walls. The enemy will be a hard-fought siege, pretty much. Wonderful. The Geats are moving in all directions past my lands. Oh, this is great. This is so great right now. They've left their capital undefended. I might just charge in and say, screw the cav. Oh my gosh, this would be great. But I got to watch out because this area is quite exposed. So I'd have to force march down to this area probably. Wow, this is... Oh my gosh. Of course. Well, I got 300 guys against all that, so no thanks. All these wannabe factions declaring war on me. We even neutral, too. Oh, they just sacked it. Good. I'm happy you sacked it, because I'm going to come take it back. Well, that's quite frustrating. We're at war with our more northern neighbors. Okay. It's going to attack you guys soon anyway. I don't have any armies I can send up there. So we have a lodging camp here. Just gives us more and more. One turn away from finally getting this converted. You know what? They have a couple archers. How big is this settlement to defend? They have onagers on there. And how many turns is it going to be? 10 turns until surrender. 2 barricades. You're losing men per turn. Okay, army. We're going to wait 1 turn and we're going to take that back. This army's kind of staying here. Thanks for making me waste my money, guys. So we're not going to attack the Geats just yet because we're dealing with that stuff. Kind of taming this province. It's been a very long process. This was former Roman land after all, and I think if one more turn goes by and these guys don't come out, I'm just going to assault them. I mean, they have a bunch of... I think I could probably... I think I'm just going to launch an assault here if they don't come out. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And if I'm having the Geats are taking attrition, honestly, if they start spreading out to Britain, that just weakens those guys so I can come on in. Maybe the Geats are setting off to Spain where they can possibly do some real damage to the Jutes or something down there. So you never know. I don't know where they're heading, but they're not over there, which is good. However, they're going after that province, which is really not good. Yeah, I'm pretty vulnerable actually, because I have one army in the south there that's going to be dealing with those guys. I only have one army for this area. Okay, matter of the state, my lord. Okay, what should we do? Let's go take a look at it. Okay, my lord, due to the success of recent construction project, there's a lot of material left over. What should we do with them? We should use them after all. Sell the spare materials. No, we're going to use them. That was a dumb question. Okay. I'm going to hop into my own territory right here. And honestly, if they want to raid, that's fine. They can take over the settlement. I'll take it right back. And they're just going to be suffering attrition. This is now nice and repaired. We are 1 turn away there. Okay, like I said, I'm a man of my word. We're going to attack these guys here. I'll see you on the battle map. And welcome to the battle map. You can see I've softened up the enemy a little bit. I'm trying to soften them up actually as much as I can with my archers. However, it looks like some of the enemies were bold and decided to come out of the gates. I'm actually going to charge in some of my cavalry here. You can see a lot of their walls are heavily damaged like this. So that's what I've primarily been doing. And I'm getting my men kind of ready to charge into this large area here. So we're actually going to charge in right now. Oh, that's why we have these guys selected. So we're going to push on in as my cavalry hits this side, so the cavalry should be hitting the archers right there. And their own skirmish cab's been targeted pretty heavily by my archers. And I know they have some spears here. Those are actually pretty good spears. I should pull back from that fight. I'm going to pull these guys in over here. And these guys, I'm actually just going to drop their equipment. I've taken a lot of casualties from those archers. But I do have a unit now in here. Some nice lancers. So I'm going to go after some of these bows here. You can see they're shooting right into us. So the goal is pretty much get the cavalry right here as hundreds of these warband go pushing into here. I'm even gonna bring my general. Yeah, it's good idea. These guys are coming over here. I'm actually gonna bring over some of my lancers here. I'm actually shocked these guys are still, yeah, not shattered. Okay, now my own onagers, I don't know what they're shooting at, but it'd be great if they targeted right there. And I'm just letting my cavalry pretty much fight. You know, I know I'm going to take some heavy casualties here, but we're starting to push through these units. And I'm sure once my cavalry gets involved here, you can see there's hundreds of dead archers out here because I've been ignoring these guys on the wall. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna try to pull these guys out here. And you know what? This cavalry is gonna come right there. I hope that cavalry, good, they did get away. Okay, we do have some reinforcements coming here. My general particularly, and some of these units right here. They're gonna come around this right flank. These guys are engaging with the archers, and my cavalry is pushing on in right here. I have 2 more cavalry in reserve. I'm gonna send even more cavalry over this side actually. So now the gateway is falling, as if that wasn't bad enough for him, and my men are standing here. You know, my general's right next to you. He's with you, men. And they're really just a giant blob here. And that's kind of my own fault. I'm going to go on to heavy shot on those units right there. So my cavalry's dealing death to these archers right here. And more cavalry forces are inbound as we're starting to take the citadel here. Or we'll be heading up to the citadel shortly here. And yeah, those skirmishers are broken. And yeah, they had a lot of men on the walls that were heavily damaged, like 99% right here. And that just completely, because the guys would collapse on the wall there, and they just lose a lot of men suddenly. I'm sure they have a general up here or something. You know, you can see that this one free unit, these guys are all routing. These guys even came back from routing. Some more units here. Okay, we're going to capture that. Yeah, they're returning, which is unfortunate, so I got to keep chasing them. These German spears, though, are beating my men. Oh, we're winning slightly, but those are tier 2 infantry. We got to be careful about those guys. I took some casualties with these men. I think my archers are doing a little more bad than good here. I think they're doing more harm than good. That's the proper phase here. So we're just going to capture this gatehouse. Actually, I'm getting shot at by this tower. I'm going to move up with my cavalry, see if I can maybe charge that general, force a quick rout. So yeah, I found a blob, but this isn't Company of Heroes 2, so it doesn't really matter. We all know how much I love blobs in Company of Heroes 2. So I'm sure they have a general up here, but this is the capture point. These guys aren't tired, so yeah, there's their general right there. He's very shaken, so I'm hoping that my men... Okay, we're neutralizing the victory point here. Push up, men, push up. We just routed their general. He lost so many men here. You know, you guys were good non-aggression path guys until I wanted your resources and able to deal with my northern neighbors here. So, will you stop shooting at me, watchtower, once I capture this, I hope? Okay, I'm being shot at by a tower over here, so I'm going to pull back there. Yeah, this tower, it's shooting like a machine gun here. That tower's even hitting us through the house here. So we won. Good battle. See you back in the campaign at the results, and then we will end the part. Well, I actually sieged that pretty well, I thought. So let's get a decisive victory here. I'm going to occupy this. Let's get some replenishment up for my forces, and now I should gain even more money after I repair all these buildings, obviously. You definitely want the gemstone. Great haul. Extra research rate, I'll take that. Sanitation is excellent. And yeah, everything is good in that province. I don't even need to build any of my own buildings here. So it looks like I got a trait. You got enables ability rally. Cool. And one turn there. Says a victory. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this part. We're going to wage war against these guys up north, the Burgundians, and possibly we might go after the Geats. It's possibly, though, because I'll have to free up this army. You know, I do think I could maybe strike a peace deal with these guys, actually, really quickly before we end the part here.